Okay, hello YouTubers. This is video 20 of the Orc Hunter walkthrough, and this is the last video. I finally hit level 10 in this one. Um, as you saw last time, I started running out of arrows, so I had to go buy some more, and I bought way more than I needed, but with arrows, you always want to keep a high stock of them, because they're your main weapon. Um, the reason I haven't been putting these up lately is because excuse me, I've been doing some other things and I just forget about them. So, sorry for that. I will try and get the next walkthrough started soon. I had someone post a comment saying that I've only gotten 2 of the walkthroughs on the list up. The list is there to show the walkthroughs I'm going to do, not all the walkthroughs I have. In fact, I've only got 2 up, and I'm going to figure out how to mark so that I have those. I'm probably just gonna go in and edit it so it says it's completed next to them, and say which one's up next and which one's work in progress today. So I'll try and keep that updated. Um, this is just fighting these guys is really easy because if you're looking at this, you probably see the green next to them. Now, I think I found a way to fix the lag, but I'm not sure. I think it's more so when I compress it and stuff, because the game I found plays at a higher frames per second than the recording was, but I found a different recording that I can go up to 60 frames per second on the recording. But I found that on Windows Media Player, I can only get up to 30 frames per second. I don't know how to change it. So if anyone knows, can you please tell me? Because once I can change that, or not Windows Media Player, Windows Movie Maker, once I can change the frames per second on that, I should have the lag completely fixed. And about the desyncing with the video, it's because I have to record separately than when I make the video, which I'm about to fix because my new video recorder is Fraps, and it has a hotkey for the play record feature. The only problem is I can't see how long I'm recording for, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when I make them. And since I'm not good at editing, I'm gonna have some issues there. um, but other than that, I'm just here. I think I either walked away from the computer or I had to do something else for a quick minute. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of sitting there right now, staring. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what I was doing there. It's been a while since I actually recorded this and getting to the voiceover for it. Normally, I'll record the videos and then do the voiceovers the day I upload them so that I don't do them all at once. But I recorded the last couple videos together so that I wouldn't lose time. Yeah, I'm just murdering these guys. I got done with the quest, but I didn't. I knew that if I went in after the boss, I would level up halfway through, or the last guy for the quest, so I didn't see any sense in doing it. I just figured I'd stay out here and murder these guys. If you're curious as to where he is, there's a building near me. You can see a little marker on my mini-map. He's most likely going to be in there, defending the place, and normally bosses are elite levels, which means there's a recommended quest level, but they're stronger, so you usually want to be a couple levels above them if you're taking them on. I found that even then you can lose pretty bad to the bosses because an elite level boss is a lot tougher than they look. I've fought, if you've ever done a dungeon raid, the humans one's famous as Dead Mine. If you ever go there, you'll fight elite based enemies once you get into the instance, and they are, if you've probably noticed, they're pretty tough enemies. They're tougher than your average enemy at that level, so just you have to be careful. You can't take on too many at once unless you've got a couple levels on them and they don't pose any threat to you whatsoever. I've done just about everything I could to fight them at their level, and I rarely succeeded except when I could tank them with my warlock and hit them from a distance with spells. But that's the only success I've ever had with an elite enemy that was equal to my level. I usually fight ones that are below my level because it's much safer. Another thing about elite enemies is they usually have a higher drop rate and a better drop than most normal enemies. So say you're wandering around randomly. Some of the famous ones are Hogger. He'll usually have a better drop than any other creature his level. And he's one of the few elites that you can take on at a lower level, but I still don't recommend it because he still is a pain to take down. But that's only humans. Once again, I played the humans the most, so I can remember theirs the most. There are some that appear randomly throughout the world that don't appear to need quests. Yeah, see right there, I finally got level 10. Yeah, I'm leaving this place. I'm actually using my Urstone to get out of there. Usually you'll find like a random elite enemy wandering around that aren't part of a quest. They're just there to help you. If you fight them, they normally have a specific green item on them every time you kill them, and there's one or two that are worth extremely high amounts of money at higher levels. Right here I'm showing off the Orc stance. He does the MC Hammer. Yeah, see, I've noticed that with the slower frame rate, you can see my mouse changing, but in my game, it never changes from the gauntlet. It just disappears. I was going to try and get the MC Hammer music in here, but one of my friends got in trouble for disclaimers, so I didn't want to do that. The talent trees are Beast Mastery, which helps your pets more and helps some of your aspects, but it's mainly for pet aid and such. Aspect of the Hawk lets you see farther. I usually would recommend that. I'm going to wait to see if I click the other ones. I've got to click the other ones. Marksmanship, which is increasing your special stings, your hunter's mark, and stuff like that. This one I highly recommend if you want to be able to do more damage with your bows faster. Especially the improved hunter's mark. And this one is survival, which improves your tracking, your traps. I think your traps get improved with it. Yeah, it improves your traps. It improves like your base abilities. Gives you some cooler effects. That's about it for the hunters. I usually go with marksmanship because if you increase the hunter's rank or the hunter's mark, it becomes a very, very powerful skill that you do not want to mess with because it just does so much damage. I believe the fully upgraded Hunter's Mark that you can get through that increases both physical and range damage on the targets, which is very helpful because because of your bow and everything. And if you use it and your pet's there with you, you don't really have much to worry about. I prefer a hunter over most of the other classes just because their pets usually perform much better than most normal characters would expect if you pick the right pet. Depending on where you are is what pet you want to pick. I know... Oh, that's the Orc's racial ability. Ups their ability powers. I just wanted for the flame hands because it looks pretty cool when you're doing the dance. But the hunter's pets all do different stuff, and depending on where you are decides what pet you should use. If you're going to play as a night elf, I recommend finding a pet that doesn't mind eating bread and fruit because you're not going to find a lot of meat for sale. The humans don't have hunters, but if you decide to train in the human world as a hunter, you can pick just about anything because all types of food are available there. I haven't really explored much of this world here, but I've noticed that meat's pretty easy to get a hold of, so you might want to go for that, for anything that'll eat meat. Some pets will actually eat fish, too, which is why you'd want to pick up the fishing skill, mostly, because you could just feed them the fish and not have to worry about having to buy it. This video is almost over. Sorry, I just woke up and decided to put this up. Okay, I will catch you all in my next walkthrough. Thank you for watching, and this is the end of my Orc Hunter. My next one, I'm not remembering what it is now. Goodbye, everyone, and good luck.